I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And 5.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Stewart. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing now, Stewart. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Williams now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
23-yard line.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Able to find his running back, Geis.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First down, Tennessee.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Stewart's pass. Complete to
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here is Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Joe Short.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he stopped immediately there.
Austin Eckler.
Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Stewart on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
Stewart's pass.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
4-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
30-yard line.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Jaguars.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receive.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Stewart sets to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Williams to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Garoppolo. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. On the return, Williams. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jaguars take over first and 10.
Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And he has not really... The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The 42-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Intended for
some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
5 yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. Stewart, he'll buy some time right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On second down, Eckler. Gets through, and now an opening. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Stewart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Stewart to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The 2nd down pass, intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded in the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He's going to have the first down past the 20. As he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Stewart over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the ground, it's Eckler, and he'll take this one down to the 36.
Austin Eckler.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure, and we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Williams now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to number 46.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a run with Geis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard
line. Look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Stewart. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Tennessee.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll check it down to Geis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Darius Geis.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Number 30, Austin.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
C.J. Henderson on the...
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Garoppolo again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Staying on his feet. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
On the return, the Titans take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage. I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Today's final
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was their defense.